Hey, good morning, good afternoon, evening, whatever. I'm Chase Cunningham, Dr. Cunningham, Dr. Zero Trust, depending on what doctor you want to put in front of it. Xage has been kind enough to allow me to play with their software. I always approach these things of I am not a Xage power user. I haven't read any of their documentation. I'm not intimately familiar with their product, those types of things. Had a dinner with them at RSA, cool people, but didn't spend a lick of time doing anything on this particular site. So let's just run through a quick scenario because I want folks to understand what a good solution looks like. This is not an endorsement. I just look at lots of products and I think that they've solved a pretty applicable problem here. So, that being said, let's follow along with kind of what they tell us to do. So, welcome to Xage. Get ready to take control. Okay, just enough time access, cool insights, understanding behavior, Xena, which is, I guess, an AI co pilot thing. Okay, cool. Follow along in the steps. So, let's do a simple one here. So, okay, select the Xage Manager tab in the browser. We'll open up the browser. Okay, anyway, so that was me. I had an issue where my resolution wasn't correctly. So anyway, I fixed that. Anyway, let's go into this. So now inside of Xage, don't want to figure out passwords and usernames. Luckily, all that's stored inside of the VM. So cool. So I can log in. I am logged in as Mr. McCoy, Hank McCoy, if you're actually into Marvel Comics. So you probably know who that is. Henry McCoy. Anyway, so select the Xage Manager tab in the browser. Okay, Henry McCoy did that. You can select the credentials, which is great because I don't have to know passwords and usernames. And granting access, Xage makes it easy to provide just in time, just enough access, which is cool. Here's how it works. All right, you're logged in as Henry McCoy, correct? Select the user's icon towards the top of the screen. So let's look at users. Okay, and users. All right, and it looks like they've got a lot of users in here. We can add one, fill out the required tabs. Now, I've done this in a bunch of other systems, so I'm not going to go through that. However, because this is a real system here, we can actually kind of just poke around a little bit. So let's look at what Professor X has got access to. All right, so Charles, yep, there's his name. He's a member of these groups, Marvel admin, so it'd be pretty easy to add him to another, and you can do things, suspend, delete, okay? Which devices? These are pretty slick here. So dashboards, SSH, RDP. So those are the things that, okay, that makes a lot of sense. No audit logs and security, easy to enable MFA per device, which is, what does that mean? So, okay, enable an additional MFA. So you can even do it per device. That's pretty cool. Over here, move to the security tab. So it's just telling us to do those things. You can do this on your own, by the way. Just get a hold of Xage and ask them for this link and you can do this all yourself. Choose the devices, define the time window, so you can set up all those controls there, and revoking creds, which we saw, which would be really easy to do down in here. Makes life pretty simple. Very nice. I did notice that we can do some other things here which are kind of interesting, and this is a good thing about being able to go a little bit off the rails on a demo. So there's this other user here, R Drake, which is Iceman. We're going to log into his here. Okay, and this is what one of the folks inside that's been managed, if I remember correctly. Let me make sure I look at the users, and I believe there is one in here for R Drake. So let's look at Robert Drake, and it looks like he is a user group for Marvel, same sort of devices. There's all his activity, so this is obviously someone that's been doing things. Let's just kind of see what one of these controls are. Okay, so we can launch those dashboards, Windows RDP SSH. I always like to see what an RDP session will do, so we'll launch that. Negotiating creds. Yep, I want to be able to use the clipboard. Wow, so I didn't even have to enter creds. All that stuff was managed. Now I'm in, and it looks like right. Okay, so they can actually do read write, that type of thing. What is this? Those are my tabs, and the session is being recorded, so literally screen capture. And if okay, cool. So I can invite other folks to jump in here. So if we were doing coordinated operation stuff, if we were fixing a problem, if I needed help, I could share this and we could jump in and do those things. That's pretty slick, and it's all managed, it's all recorded. Pretty cool. Now, just to make sure that this is like legit, let's just do a command prompt, because that always is real. And I don't know, ping something stupid. Cool. So there you see, we're like inside of an inside, and you're able to do those types of things. And of course, all this is being recorded. Let's go back and just look at the audit session and reload this page. All right. So that's today's date. Yes, there we go at the UTC. So we see all that stuff. Machine readable, which is good to have for a whole bunch of purposes. Devices, sessions. Let's see. Active Fabric user sessions. So that's going to be, so there he is. There's R Drake, captured it all. Xage ZTNA 1 minute ago, Windows RDP, very clean. Let's look and see if we can see session recording. Maybe you reload that because it may take it a while, would be my guess. Yeah, it probably has to reload depending on what's been required. Okay, so that shows about an hour. Also, here's another one that our Drake was doing. And it's a literal video of the person poking around in there that you can download and use. So there's a forensic application. Pretty slick. Let's see. Traffic stuff, aggregated. All right, makes sense to me. System manager, system overview. So there's all your data center stuff. This is admin side, bigger, further back end things. And let's go look at the dashboard again. Successful logins. Yep. Tuesday, May 20. Yep. So that's today. Policies, users. So easy to see, easy to get around and do those things. And then the policy side, just for the sake of policies, what does that RDP allow? Okay. So RDP, source and destination, gives you the users that can do things and where they can go, and then attributes. All right. So there you have it. Simple, easy, not a crazy difficult system, which is actually a testament to the ability of Xage here, because this can be a very complicated thing. The policy engine's clean. You can understand what's going on. You simply write the rules. There's no regexes because everybody hates regexes. And you get all the forensic information, the administrative controls, and everything else that you want to use. So in the Dr. ZT world, I would say this is a well put together, refined solution that enables a zero trust approach. For those of you that are interested, reach out to Xage, xage.com. They can get you this link. You can demo it yourself. You can play with it. You can go off the rails. You can try different things. You're not going to mess anything up. So that's really cool. And Xage has done a hell of a job of writing a really good session to run through. They've got great instructions over here. You can't go wrong. So contact Xage, try out their stuff. This is how you really can learn about zero trust. And oh, by the way, there's no vendors in my face. There's no salespeople beating me to death. This is literally Xage said I could try it. Here's the link. Have a nice day. Check it out. Xage, xage.com.